Mr. Anthony Albanese. Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now we will be listening to a keynote address on B20 joint recommendations towards stronger global recovery by the chair of B20 Indonesia, Ms. Sinta Kamdani.
His Excellency President Joko Widodo, the chair of also G20 Indonesia, His Excellency Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister of Australia, His Excellency Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, esteemed world leaders, business colleagues, and distinguished guests, I salute you all and I thank you for making this possible. I would like to express our immense gratitude to everyone for making the B20 a success. Today, I think back to when our president called on the B20 to collaborate with the G20 to contribute to global economic recovery. I feel privileged to say that together as the B20, we have made recommendations to the G20 which will drive this forward. That is the legacy of B20 Indonesia. Throughout our mandate, we have remained committed to giving businesses a platform for dialogue and supporting G20 governments. Let's look back to where we were in 2020, the great lockdown. Before the pandemic, we thought we knew what challenges we would face, but we didn't see the pandemic coming. No one did. In 2021, we entered a new chapter, the Great Reboot. There was a clear shift from managing the crisis to planning how to emerge from it. Businesses started to innovate to harness new opportunity. We took over the B20 presidency during the time of crisis. Today, we are moving into a new chapter, the Great Rebound. We faced many challenges during our presidency, but now we have an opportunity for a new economic era based on cooperation. It is in that spirit that I'm proud to share with you today the B20 Indonesia Communique, which includes our joint recommendation for G20 leaders. First, we are focusing on innovation to unlock post-crisis growth. This includes opening up digital opportunities across the economy, expanding cooperation for better cybercrime responses, and increasing funds for green infrastructure through innovative financing mechanisms, which accelerate the energy transition. Second, we are pushing for accelerated digital transformation. B20 Indonesia is turbocharging the empowerment of MSME and vulnerable groups by focusing on capability, entrepreneurship, job creation, and the empowerment of women-led MSME. We envision an uplift for workers in the informal economy, included in rural communities. And lastly, to realize a more equitable healthcare architecture, we are bolstering collaboration between developed and developing countries, particularly as we continue to fight to mitigate future global crises by creating guidelines on health emergency preparedness. This year, B20 was incredibly diverse, with 6 task forces and 1 Action Council member from more than 15 industries across G20 countries. Together, we have reached consensus. I would highlight, we have reached consensus with 25 policy recommendations and 68 policy action. Yes, action, not just recommendations. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, this is just the beginning. It is where we go from here that matters. Beyond policy recommendation, we need to have real impact. We need to set ourselves up for the great rebound. In the spirit of our continued commitment beyond our presidency, B20 Indonesia has created 4 legacy programs. These are inspired by our most pressing priorities: green transition, inclusive growth, and equitable healthcare. Mr. President, you will meet with the G20 leaders tomorrow, and I hope you can advance these priorities to the G20 as a joint vision between government and businesses to achieve collaborative, sustainable, and inclusive growth. Once again, thank you, Mr. President, for your stewardship in this challenging time. You have led many examples and have shown the true spirit of collaboration, inspiring us to develop more innovative ideas and more partnership to jointly drive stronger global recovery. To my chairman, Mr. Arshad Rashid, and the whole Kadin committee.
Good to see you.
So where can I be? She said there was 2 positions for me. With the flowers? Yeah. Looking at me, and where's she? Right there? Where this guy's standing? Where's my other position? Okay. Yeah, she just told me there was going to be 2 positions. I don't know where the other one is. So position number 2 is where? Yeah, you said there was 2 positions. Where's the other one? I think I want to be over there. Yeah. Just so I can see them both.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go so I can see them both. I don't want an over the shoulder shot.
I'm getting out of your way.
Putting that right there.
Oh.
Right there. That open door? Yeah, I think I am. How's it look?
I'm his guy.
Okay. You good? What'd that do?
A lot lighter.
Okay?
President Xi, it's really glad to see you again in person. We spent a lot of time together, days under both vice presidents, and it's just great to see you. And you and I had a number of candid and useful conversations over the years, and since I became president as well. You're kind enough to call me to congratulate me, and I congratulate you as well. And I believe there's a little substitute, though, for face-to-face discussions. And as you know, I'm committed to keeping lines of communications open between you and me personally, but our governments across the board, because our two countries have so much that we have an opportunity to deal with. As the leaders of our two nations, we share a responsibility, in my view, to show that China and the United States can manage our differences, prevent competition from becoming anything near conflict, and to find ways to work together on urgent global issues that require our mutual cooperation. And I believe this is critical for the sake of our two countries and the international community. This is the key to the theme of the COP27 meeting, where I spoke on Friday, and we'll be discussing a lot of these challenges together, I hope, in the next couple hours. And, the world expects, I believe, China and the United States to play key roles in addressing global challenges from climate changes to food insecurity, and for us to be able to work together. The United States stands ready to do just that, work with you if that's what you desire. So President Xi, I look forward to our continuing and ongoing open and honest dialogue we've always had, and I thank you for the opportunity.
Mr. President, it's good to see you. The last time we met was in 2017 during the World Economic Forum in Davos. That was already more than 5 years ago. Well, since you assumed the presidency, we have maintained communication via video conferences, phone calls, and letters. But none of them can really substitute for face-to-face exchanges. And today, we finally have this face-to-face meeting. From the initial contact and the establishment of diplomatic relations to today, China and the United States have gone through 50-plus eventful years. We've gained experience and we've also learned lessons. History is the best textbook. So we should take history as a mirror and let it guide the future. Currently, the China-US relationship is in such a situation that we all care a lot about it, because this is not the fundamental interest of our two countries and peoples, and it is not what the international community expects us. As leaders of the two major countries, we need to chart the right course for the China-US relationship. We need to find the right direction for the bilateral relationship going forward and elevate the relationship. A statesman should think about and know where to lead his country. He should also think about and know how to get along with other countries and the wider world. Well, in this time and age, great changes are unfolding in ways like never before. Humanity are confronted with unprecedented challenges. The world has come to a crossroads. Where to go from here? This is a question that is not only on our minds, but also on the mind of all countries. The world expects that China and the United States will properly handle the relationship. And for our meeting, it has attracted the world's attention. So we need to work with all countries to bring more hope to world peace, greater confidence in global stability, and stronger impetus to common development. In our meeting today, I'm ready to have a candid, as we always did, have a candid and in-depth exchange of views with you on issues of strategic importance in China-US relations and on major global and regional issues. I look forward to working with you, Mr. President, to bring China-US relations back to the track of healthy and stable growth to the benefit of our two countries and the world as a whole. Thank you.
I need you to move. I need you to move.
Get you guys to move.
I need you to move.
Thank you, guys.
Get your press.
Let's go.
Official.
Let's
Get your
go.
press.
Come on. Let's keep moving. Thank
Thanks.
you. Thanks, guys.
Slowly.
谢谢，谢谢，谢谢。
Bag. Bag, 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 bag. I'm looking for my black bag.
Please, please.
Hope somebody picked it up.
下面好像我们安排的是我先讲。